What's up, guys? It's Jade back here for another Teen Wolf related video, and in today's video we're back with the Teen Wolf What Ifs. Finally, if you watched my video from yesterday, you would know I did a what if with my friend Hoaxes Productions, talking about what if Scott McCall was to possibly kill Allison Argent in the Teen Wolf movie. That was a very fun video to make, not a serious video, just us throwing around some theories that we think will either come true or not come true, but either way, it was a fun video to make. Very much enjoyed doing that video. Let me know down in the comments below if you would like to see Hoaxes return on the channel. Would definitely be down to do another collab video with him in the future, as well as, you all know, my brother in arms, Crow Heezy, when he makes his return to YouTube soon. It's coming, don't worry. I know he's been saying he's coming back, and then he doesn't come back, but he will be coming back to YouTube soon. Don't worry, I promise you he will be coming back. But in today's video, we're gonna be continuing on the what if Scott McCall killed Peter Hale and became an alpha timeline, with the sequel to the what if Peter Hale joined the alpha pack video that released back in June, with what if Peter Hale fought the alpha pack. Before we hop into the video, a few announcements. For those of you who are unaware or don't know, my new book series, True Alpha, is officially out now. It's been out for nearly 2 weeks. It's on my Patreon on the beta and alpha tiers, so you can choose which tier you want to subscribe to and show your support to the channel by purchasing the first chapter for only $10 a month, which is, in my opinion, pretty reasonable. You also get some other perks on there too. But when I get more patrons, because there's currently 4, I'm gonna start adding the other perks on too. I don't want to give the perks right now when there's only 4 people. I want, enough people to be on there, so it'll be worthwhile posting the other perks. You feel me? So if you're interested, click the link in the description. And also, I have a Discord server, so if you guys want to join a community that is pretty lit outside of YouTube, I now have a Supernatural channel on there for those of you guys who want to talk about Supernatural. Lately in the Discord, we have been talking about Cobra Kai season 5 on top of other things, and I now have a watch party channel for those of you guys who want to watch Teen Wolf episodes with me. I'm going to explain that when I hit 10,000 subscribers, because that's when I'll start doing channel memberships. So yeah, if you want to join the Discord, anyway, links in the description below as well too. Also, my merch store is in a link in the description below. You guys can check out some cool Jades Corner merch, such as what you're seeing on screen now. If you're interested, click the link in the description. This video is also sponsored by Movie Palette. Have you ever wanted some cool abstract art to display on your wall that represents some of your favorite movies of all time? Well, the guys over at Movie Palette definitely have you covered. With Movie Palette, you guys can choose any abstract art that represents some of your favorite movies of all time. The movie palette that I have represents my personal favorite film of all time, the amazing Spider-Man starring Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone, of course. Use the code JADE15 in the description to get 15% off your next product, whichever movie palette you choose to buy on their website. And once again, shout out to the guys over at Movie Palette for sponsoring this video. And with that all said, let's continue on with the main topic of the video. It's been a few weeks since Hale joined the Alpha Pack. So far, Deucalion and his alphas are holding up their end of the deal. There were numerous encounters with McCall and his friends, including a big scuffle at an abandoned mall. During that fight in the mall, there were a few casualties, including the likes of Styles and Ennis. Scott made it a point to get revenge on Deucalion and the Alpha Pack for killing his best friend. But these weren't suggestions or orders on the count of Deucalion. These were suggestions on the behalf of Peter Hale, who was providing all the information to the Alpha Pack as promised when he was asked to join a few weeks prior. Peter, having fought Scott and his pack and dealing with him for a period of time before his death, knew all of his weaknesses, including his bonds with his friends, all his internal weaknesses, to catch him off guard and keep him off his game. Peter knew it all, which allowed the Alpha Pack to have exclusive information on Scott and figure out how to hit him where it hurts the most. I have to admit, you guys are a lot better than you look. Nice work on killing his best friend. You should have got your ass up and helped us instead of sitting here giving us orders. Who made you the leader around here? Now, settle down. There's no need for this squabble. Mr. Hale here was providing us with strategies and information that easily allowed us to take down Scott. Peter stood up from the couch he was sitting on and began to walk over to Deucalion. Duke, listen, I appreciate all you've done in terms of listening to my advice and using it to hurt McCall, but I think I'm done with this whole Alpha Pack thing. You see, I only joined this pack because you guys were stronger than I was at the time, and I was still recovering from, being dead. Now that I'm finally back at full strength, I think I'll take on McCall by myself. Deucalion wasn't surprised by Peter wanting to leave the pack and knew that this would eventually happen when Hale saw no further use for them. So, what, you just used us to get back at your nemesis, who is still a teenager, mind you, and then you just up and leave us? My freaking boyfriend died because you sent us out to deal with another alpha and his somewhat strong beta, that kid we ended up killing for you. That's not my problem, nor do I care. The fact of the matter is you all played your roles in this quite well, and now that you weakened McCall enough for me to finally play my part in killing him once and for all, to complete my revenge and seek retribution for my nephew, mind you, who McCall did kill, I don't need your out of control ridiculous pack any longer. See, Duke, I told you this guy was gonna turn his back on us. He's just like the other guy we let into the pack before. And you know what we did to him for his betrayal. I understand your frustration, Kali. Peter is not leaving here. Now, Peter, this is your last chance to reconsider your decision of leaving us to go on your own way. We gave you a home here with the rest of us, and you may not be an alpha anymore, but you're still a valuable asset to this pack. I don't want to have to hurt you on account of your sister's respect and her honor. My sister died years ago. What Talia says or thought before she passed no longer matters now. You either get the hell out of my way or I will kill you. That's your last chance to consider letting me go before things really get ugly for all of you. Forgive me for what I'm about to do, Talia. This is exactly why I never liked you, even from when you were a child. You arrogant, narcissistic child. When will you learn to stay in your place? When I rip out your throat and tear all of you to pieces, I may not be an alpha right now, but all I have to do is kill one of you and it's game over. I get my alpha powers back, and then I take all of you out one by one, including the little doofus twins over there. And then once I gain their sparks on top of mine with my alpha powers returned, I can even take on a demon wolf such as yourself. Let's begin. Deucalion demanded that the remaining members of his pack transform and prepare to fight Peter. The first to volunteer were the Alpha Twins, who knew how truly dangerous Hale was. They insisted on shifting into their Voltron form to gain the upper hand on Peter. Hale saw this and knew what they were up to immediately. He bolted with a boisterous burst of speed towards the brothers and grabbed both of them by the neck, lifting them up off the ground, making them question Peter's true power. What the hell? How is he lifting us off the ground? He's just a beta. Deucalion, you never said anything about him being this strong. Peter threw Ethan a long distance away, with him flying onto Kali and knocking her down as well. Deucalion visibly became frustrated as he realized the situation was getting worse, with him running towards Aiden to prevent him from being killed by Hale. Before he could reach him, Peter had already pierced the young Alpha's body with his claws, shoving his hand further into his chest. With his heart stopping seconds later and his Alpha eyes fading back to normal, his life came to an end. Aiden! No! As Aiden's body dropped to the ground, Peter's eyes transitioned from steel blue to deep red as he achieved Alpha status once again. I miss this feeling. All this power, it's back. So, who wants to die next? Deucalion punched Peter so hard to the point where it sent him flying a few feet away. Ethan got back up in a rage and ran towards Peter to kill him for murdering his brother. Ethan shoved Deucalion out the way and started clawing at Peter, bloodying him up with numerous scratches to his upper chest area. After about a minute of continuous attacking, Peter grabbed the young Alpha's arm. That barely hurt. So, I guess this is where the fun starts, huh? Is that all you got? He breaks the young Alpha's arm and proceeds to follow that up by punching a hole straight through his chest, ending his life as well. With 2 members of the Alpha Pack down and 2 more to go, Peter back up on his feet, then started to walk towards Deucalion, who wasn't fazed whatsoever by the murder of both of his alphas. Kali, now recovered, jumped in front of her superior to protect. Ethan, Aiden, and Ennis are all dead now. I'm the last line of defense to protect you. Stay back, Duke. I'll be more than enough for him to handle. He dies by my hand. You think you can take me on? Don't you have any idea who you're dealing with?
I am the Alpha. I've always been the Alpha!
Shut up and just die already. Both alphas ran towards each other, with Kali jumping over Hale. This attempt to dodge him failed as he grabbed her leg and slammed her back on the ground hard, to the point where she was coughing up blood. She recovered quickly and moved out of the way of Hale's next attack. Retaliating by using her foot claws, she launched a few kicks at Peter, hitting him with a few and making him bleed a little. He had to think of a way to take her out, as her foot claws were posing a huge issue. He quickly came up with a strategy, with her continuing to launch attacks with her kicking at him. The next kick she launched didn't work, as Peter grabbed one of her legs and broke it by elbowing it with extreme force. Ah! She screamed in immense pain as she fell to the floor and crawled back due to her right leg being broken. Peter walked towards her slowly and stopped her from crawling any further by stepping on her other leg really hard and breaking that one as well. With Kali incapacitated, she became helpless to try to defend herself any further. Looks like it's the end of the line for you, sweetheart. Thank you for your part in all this. You definitely won't be missed. Peter slashed her throat open and took her life as well. With 3 alphas taken out, all that remained was Deucalion. All that remains is you, the top dog. It looks like I'm gonna have to go all out for this. So, let's see if I still got it. Peter began to transform into his fully shifted form from when he fought Scott and his friends at the Hale House all those months ago earlier in the year. So,
this is the form that terrorized Beacon Hills for a little bit during your first go-around as an alpha. I appreciate a good challenge, but it's like I told you before, your form is out of control. You haven't come close to learning how to control it like I have. I will make your death swift and easy.
The 2 behemoth werewolves charged towards each other, each trading blows as hard as the other, clawing at each other and hurting each other with each continuing strike, but neither werewolf would back down.
Now, I have all the sparks of your alphas I killed. Their power actually made me stronger than I was previously as an alpha. This feels incredible. All this power.
The 2 continued fighting, with Deucalion eventually gaining the upper hand due to his more controlled state of power.
It doesn't matter how many alphas you kill, your power still doesn't come close to mine. As I explained before, your shift is like a ticking time bomb. It's only a matter of time before you spiral completely out of control.
With Peter knocked down on the ground and about to be finished off by Deucalion, Peter came up with one more strategy to defeat the all-powerful Alpha. He jumped up and speed blitzed him, knocking Deucalion to the ground. With the Alpha on the ground and vulnerable, Peter grabbed him by the leg and threw him with full force towards the wall of the room that they were in, and outside of the building, with Deucalion falling down 3 stories towards the ground and landing hard enough for any normal human to instantly die on impact. Peter shifted back to his human form and jumped out of the broken wall down to the ground on his feet. He looked down at the nearly dead Alpha as he laid on the floor helpless to do it. I have to admit, I didn't see that coming. I forgot just how smart you are.
It disappoints me that you didn't go down the same road as Talia. Since my life is coming to a disappointing and unfortunate end, before you finish me off, there's something you need to know about McCall that we found out during the last scuffle.
What is it? It better be important.
When he was fighting one of my alphas, Ennis, there was something about him that seemed strange. It's something I've heard of once, but I've never seen it until the other day with my own eyes. The color of his red eyes grew brighter, as if he was gaining new internal power. I thought this was only a thing betas or omegas can do, but I guess it applies for alphas as well. I think McCall may just be this generation's true alpha.
And that's gonna do it for today's What If. If you guys enjoyed today's What If video, make sure you guys leave a like. I think my voice acting has improved a little bit, but you guys can give me all your feedback. If you guys think it's trash, that's fine. Still trying to work on it. This is like the second time I've done a little bit of voice acting, so let me know what I can work on, and I'll respond to all your criticisms or constructive criticisms in the comments below. But other than that, make sure you guys have a great rest of your day. If you enjoyed this video, as mentioned before, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe to the channel, help us reach 10,000 subscribers before the end of September. We are swiftly on our way to halfway to 10K, so if you can help us reach that goal, that'd be greatly appreciated. How you get notified on when I drop new videos, you have to hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button, set your notifications to all. And with that being said, I'm Jades Corner. Make sure you guys have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. I thank you for tuning into this video. Peace, love, and positivity, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I haven't said that quote in a long time, but yeah. See you guys in the next video.